And did you ever see such freckles and hair as red as carrots?
I hate you. How dare you call me skinny and ugly? How dare you call me freckled and redheaded? You are a rude, unfeeling woman. How would you like to have such things said about you? How would you like to be told that you're fat and clumsy and that you probably hadn't a spark of imagination in you? And I will never forgive you for this. Never!
Anne stormed out of the house. Marilla hurried after her, but she couldn't get Anne to come back. Mrs. Lynde didn't think she'd done anything wrong. Instead, she started telling Marilla how Anne ought to be disciplined.
But if you will take my advice, you will have that talking to with a fair-sized birch switch and get her on the next train out.
Anne ran all the way to the cliffs and broke down in tears. Once she'd finally calmed down, she went back home. The moment she walked in, she apologized to Marilla. Matthew quickly wrapped a coat around her, worried that something might have happened while she was gone. What Anne really feared was that this outburst would make them send her back to the orphanage, so she apologized to Marilla again.
I appreciate that you're contrite, Anne, but the person that you owe the apology to is Mrs. Lynde.
The second Anne heard that, her attitude changed. As far as she was concerned, Mrs. Lynde had no right to insult her appearance, so Anne didn't think she owed her an apology for fighting back. Marilla saw it differently. No matter how angry Anne was, she couldn't lose her temper like that.
I could never do that. Punish me any way you like.
Marilla refused to back down. She told Anne that until she apologized, she wasn't leaving her room.
I'll have to stay up there forever then, because I can't tell Mrs. Lynde I'm sorry I said those things to her. But I'm glad I told her just what I did.
With that, Anne ran back to her room. Dinner came and went, and she never came downstairs. Even late that night, she still refused to come out. Matthew finally gave in. He quietly went to Anne's room and tried to change her mind. Anne still believed she'd done nothing wrong. She had no intention of apologizing to Mrs. Lynde. Matthew didn't argue about who was right or wrong. He simply told Anne one thing.
I like to think that the one fine day it won't matter a whit to you what anybody says sideways.
Those words finally made Anne stop and think. Matthew never said Mrs. Lynde was right. He never forced Anne to admit she was wrong. He simply helped her realize that she didn't have to let a few cruel words hurt her so deeply. Anne quickly made up her mind. She would apologize, not because she agreed with Mrs. Lynde, but because she didn't want to keep making things harder for Marilla and Matthew. The next day, Anne went to Mrs. Lynde's house herself.
Oh, Mrs. Lynde, I am so extremely sorry. I can never express my sorrow, no, not even if I used up a whole dictionary. I behaved terribly to you. Oh, Mrs. Lynde, please say you can forgive me. If you refuse, oh, it'll be a lifelong sorrow on a poor little orphan girl. Please say you forgive me, Mrs. Lynde.
There, get up, child. Of course I forgive you.
To everyone's surprise, the apology actually changed the way Mrs. Lynde saw Anne.
She has a queer way of expressing herself. Forcible-like.